In this video, I'll be walking you through how to calibrate ENMET's SE-5175 sensor transmitter. Make sure to wait 3 to 4 hours after initially supplying power to the SE-5175 instrument before an initial calibration. The SE-5175 has been pre-calibrated at the factory, and initial field calibration should result in only fine-tuning the circuit, as well as a way to check that the installation was successful. It is not necessary to open the enclosure to make an adjustment. The calibration functions are operated with the push buttons from outside the enclosure through the menu and the select switches. The calibration zero and span functions are two separate procedures that operate independently of each other. It is recommended that the zero procedure be done prior to the span procedure. Please note that the zero function is not used for oxygen transmitters. ENMET recommends at least a quarterly calibration of the SE-5175 instrument. You can follow these steps to calibrate any of the SE-5175 sensor transmitters. The only difference will be the span gas in use. The SE-5175 I will be calibrating is set up for 0 to 500 ppm range, and I will be using 100 ppm CO to calibrate the instrument. You will need the following calibration equipment: a calibration adapter, a zero gas of 20.9% oxygen, a span gas. In this video, I'll be using 100 ppm carbon monoxide, and a regulator. The two calibration cylinders we will be using accept the same 0.5 liter per minute regulator. The zero function must be performed by exposing the SE-5175 sensor to clean air. If the ambient air is in question, use a cylinder of 20.9% oxygen to provide a clean air reference. Enter the maintenance menu by pressing and holding the menu button for 2 to 4 seconds until Exit appears on the display. After entering the maintenance menu, press the menu button until the zero menu option is displayed. Install the calibration adapter to the sensor head and connect the zero gas cylinder to the adapter. Press the select button to start the zero calibration. The display will alternate between 0 and PV. PV stands for present value. If for any reason you need to abort the zero calibration, press and hold the menu button for 3 to 4 seconds, and Abort will appear on the display. Press Select to abort the zero calibration. If the reading stabilizes within the pre-programmed parameters, an automatic zero adjustment will be made, and Cal OK will appear on the display for 2 to 3 seconds. It will then take you back to the maintenance menu with the span option highlighted. If the reading did not stabilize within 255 seconds, the procedure will be aborted. If the sensor output is outside of the established safe zero parameters, the display will read bad zero. Repeat the zero procedure, making sure to use a zero gas of 20.9% oxygen. The span calibration function must be performed by exposing the sensor to the calibration gas. In this case, it is carbon monoxide. If you completed the zero procedure, the span menu option should still be highlighted on the display at this point. Otherwise, use the menu key to cycle through the maintenance menu and highlight the span menu option. Connect your regulator to your calibration span gas cylinder and connect the regulator tube to the calibration adapter. Press the select button to begin the calibration procedure. The display will alternate between the span concentration, in this case it is Cal 100, and PV. PV again stands for present value. The transmitter will monitor the sensor signal for stability for 2 minutes. If the sensor signal is stable after 2 minutes, the new span point will be accepted and Cal OK will be displayed, indicating a successful calibration. You will be returned to the maintenance menu with the Alarm 1 option highlighted. If the sensor did not respond to the calibration gas, same MV will be displayed. If the sensor responds, but the signal is not within an acceptable range, bad span will be displayed. If the sensor is responding, but the signal is not stable after 5 minutes, unstable will be displayed. Consult ENMET technical support for troubleshooting assistance. Press the menu key to cycle through the maintenance menu options until you see Exit displayed. Then, press the Select key to exit the maintenance menu and return to the operational mode. This completes the calibration of ENMET's SE-5175 sensor transmitter.